This is Charlie Key. You are listening to the Be a Light podcast. Matthew 5:14 says, "You are the light of the world, like a city on a hilltop that cannot be hidden." I'm so excited to welcome today's guest, Rylee Ruegger. Rylee is Miss Rome's Outstanding Teen in the Miss America organization, and she is the founder of the Be Nice program. She truly lives out the message of kindness that she's advocating for in her community, and she is truly a light and just a genuine girl, so I am so excited for y'all to get to know her. Everyone, welcome Rylee. Thank you for joining me today. I am so excited to talk to you. You're just a light in your community. You really are. You are the definition, basically, of what I want to do with this podcast. So you do many great things in your community. You created your Be Nice program, and you are involved in the Miss America organization. You partner with Pacers National Bullying Prevention Center. So I want to know, what is your why for doing all these things?
Yeah, so I experienced my first bully in the 8th grade. And I remember growing up, I was always taught by my guidance counselor in school, like, bullying is so bad. Here's what bullying is. But I was never taught the emotional effects of that.
Mm-hmm.
And then after meeting my first bully, which was not only a child, but even an adult, I really realized that it does take such a big emotional toll on you. And that's also when I first joined the Miss America's Outstanding Teen organization. And so having that opportunity to create a platform, I was like, I know exactly what I want to do.
Mm-hmm.
And then after that, I experienced another bully my freshman year of high school. I'm now a junior, almost a senior. Crazy. But so, and that bully got me the most because it was my best friend.
Oh,
And
wow.
so that inspired me to go out in my
Mm-hmm.
community and organizations and really advocate the importance of having empathy and having self-respect and just being kind.
That is incredible. And I love how you took such a hard situation that you went through and you turned it into something good that you could use to help others. And I think that's what God allows us to do with our lives. He allows us to, take something that is a burden on our lives and he turns it into a blessing. And so I just love how you've done that. And what would you tell somebody who is going through what you went through?
Just to stay strong and be true to yourself. I know, at least with me, I had a lot of questioning and just questioning my worth. And that's also
Mm-hmm.
when I really started to turn closer to God because I
Yeah.
know there's a purpose and there was a reason. And I saw that I had a lot of growing up to do. And I had a lot of weaknesses that I needed to turn to Him for. So
Mm-hmm.
it was a big eye opener for me and just learning who I was and
Yeah.
figuring out how life goes.
Mm-hmm. And I think it's those struggles that really challenge us to get to know ourselves and become more confident in ourselves. So when did you start the Be Nice program and how did you start it?
So again, that was about 8th grade year going into freshman year. And at first it was an idea
Mm-hmm.
and I didn't really know entirely where I wanted to go. And then once I gained partnership with Pacers National Bullying Prevention Center, I really started to hit the ground running.
Yeah.
I actually turned to them when I was being bullied because I needed tools and resources.
Yeah.
And I found that their information and their guidance during my time of bullying really helped me.
Mm-hmm.
So I saw that I could have partnership with them, and so I reached out. I gathered all the information I could and all their tools and resources, and now I have my own merchandise. I
Wow.
have different tools and things I use in the classrooms. So that's kind of how we have gotten
Yeah.
here.
That is incredible. And I love how you are partnering with an organization that helps you. And so that just shows how genuine your cause is. And I think it's also important, no matter what kind of struggle you're going through, is to reach out and find help because
Absolutely.
that's what you did. And look where you are now, doing so many incredible things. So with COVID, I'm sure the amount of cyberbullying has increased with everybody quarantined, sitting at home and electronics all day. So it's important to pay attention to warning signs if someone in your family or a friend that's being cyberbullied so that you can help them through that. So what are some of the signs?
Yeah, so the first sign you can notice is their emotions. And
Mm-hmm.
like if they get really quiet, I know for me, I kind of shut down and I started to block out my own family. And that's really when my
Mm-hmm.
mom started noticing like something is going on. I'm also very close with my mom, luckily, so I was
Yeah.
able to open up. But at first, I shut down. So that's the first warning sign. And then now that we some of us at least are going back to school and we're able to
Mm-hmm.
go back to our normal activities. Another sign you can notice is how their grades are.
Yeah.
That's what a lot of schools are saying is their grades can be affected by this, and just even their random behaviors.
Yeah.
They can lash out randomly and or they can, again, shut down. So those are
Mm-hmm.
the two main things that you can notice during cyberbullying.
Yeah, that's incredible. And so your Be Nice program was nominated for Pacer's National Bullying Awareness Center Unity Day Award, which is incredible. So could you tell us what Pacer is and what the Unity Award is?
Yeah, so Pacer's message is all about acceptance, not inclusions, but including, and then just being having unity.
Mm-hmm.
And so what they wanted to do is October 21st, they have an event called Unity Day, which is all about promoting unity
Mm-hmm.
and really gathering the community together and just having empathy and having kindness. And so with their Unity Day awards, what they wanted to do was they wanted to recognize organizations nationwide that are really going out in their community and making a difference or really promoting Pacer. And I was really blessed to receive this award and be
Yeah.
acknowledged by them. I actually was nominated by peers and just people from all over
Wow.
the world for this award.
That is so amazing. And that just shows how much of an impact you make. And sometimes when you're working hard for things like that, sometimes it can be hard to see, am I really making a difference? Am I really making an impact? But it's things like that that just remind you how God is using you in so many incredible ways. Has being in the Miss America organization changed your life, and what has it taught you?
It's really taught me to get out of my comfort zone
Mm-hmm.
and create relationships that I never would have created if it wasn't for this organization. I've been given so many amazing opportunities, which had led me to those relationships. Before pre-COVID, I was able to go to Chicago and attend the
Yeah.
International Bullying Prevention Conference. And I was actually invited by my county to go to that. And it was so cool because I got to sit in a conference room with people that were just as passionate about bullying awareness as I was. And then I got to gather so much information and so many new resources and tools, as well as I met someone from all the way from Asia, from the UK.
Wow.
I mean, it
That is
was
so cool.
literally international. So I wouldn't have had those relationships if it wasn't for this organization that
Yeah.
has helped supported me with my Be Nice program. And just, it's really helped me create my voice. And during
Mm-hmm.
my time of bullying, I was a part of this organization, and this is what helped me continue and move
Yeah.
on because I had goals and things I wanted to achieve as a title
Mm-hmm.
holder. So it helped motivate me and keep me going.
Yeah, that's incredible. And I know the Miss America organization has done similar things for me. It's helped me so much with speaking skills. And like with this podcast, I wouldn't have started it if it weren't for the Miss America organization. I work with the March of Dimes, and I recently hosted my first tennis tournament fundraiser for the March of Dimes. And I wouldn't have done all of these things if it weren't for the Miss America organization, because it helped me get to know myself more, and it has helped me become more confident in myself. And that's something that I'm so grateful for. So what what encouragement would you give somebody who is maybe on the fence about joining the Miss America organization, but just kind of nervous and hesitant?
Yeah, so I actually was in that position when I first
Mm-hmm.
started. I had one path I wanted to take, and God said no. And I
Yeah.
was like, all right, we'll give it a try. And I was scared. I was like, this is
Mm-hmm.
a whole new field. But just go for it
Yeah.
because it was the best decision I've ever made. And I know many other girls that can relate to that as well. It's
Yeah.
always fun to try new things and, again, push yourself out of those comfort zones
Mm-hmm.
and just go and see what it's about. I mean, this organization has provided so many teams and even misses
Mm-hmm.
so many amazing scholarship opportunities and just opportunities in their communities and even statewide.
Yeah.
So just have fun and do it.
Absolutely. I totally agree with that. And, I was really nervous when I first started as well, but I am so glad that I decided to stick it out. So speaking of stepping out of comfort zones, you recently stepped out of your comfort zone and joined your school's swim team. So how has that impacted you?
I mean, I never thought okay, well, funny story about it. I was only supposed to be the manager for this. Oh my word. Because I am very committed to dance because I'm a
Mm-hmm.
competitive dancer. And I was like, Coach, I can't do all that. Let me just, I'll manage. I'll try and manage. And then
Mhm.
next thing you know, because I'm also part of the varsity cheer squad at a physical. And so he was like, okay, you have a physical on file. Get in the water. And I was like, no, this is not what I signed up for.
Yeah.
I'm in the water swimming.
Oh my
It was
gosh.
a lot of fun. Something new, something different. I mean, it never hurts to learn how to properly swim in water.
Yeah.
Fun memories with some friends and some of my friends that I was really close to that are graduating this year. It was just more
Oh,
time
yeah.
with them. So
Yeah.
it was not what
Absolutely.
I was expecting.
And I think it's always important to, always be doing something that's challenging you and stepping out of your comfort zone. Because if you stay where you're comfortable, then you're not going to grow. And so it may be hard, it may be scary at first, but it's definitely worth it. And you also were recently named Regional Positive Athlete for Girls Swimming. So congratulations. How did you win that award?
So my coach actually is one that nominated me, and then I didn't realize it, but even like my cheer coach nominated me as well.
Oh, wow.
Mainly because of the Be Nice program and the things I've done around my school, and they know also what I've done around the community.
Yeah.
And then after that, I had to submit a essay to Positive Athletes, and just I talked about the Be Nice program and the Miss America's Outstanding Teen organization, and with that, I was able to win the region of Positive Athletes.
Yeah.
I believe even scholarship. I think the next rounds there's some
Wow.
sort of scholarships behind that. But I was very excited when I saw that today.
Yeah, that is so incredible. That is so awesome. So, what has been your biggest challenge that you have faced as Miss Rome's Outstanding Teen?
Ooh, just especially with COVID-19, getting creative and
Yeah.
finding new opportunities through social media. I mean, most teenagers kind of know how to work social media and
Mhm.
all that, but I didn't really understand the influence aspect behind it. So I had to get creative, and
Yeah.
I did readings and lives and all that, and then I really tried to find a social connection with my followers
Mhm.
through a phone. So that was probably one of the most challenging things because
Yeah.
I know you as much as I do want to be face to face with people and
Definitely.
have these events that we have.
Yes.
Like I was just it was also cool to see. Like luckily we are in a generation that is so technology based and
Yes.
that we have these social media places because I mean if you would have asked me 2 years ago, I wouldn't have known a thing about Zoom. I still am trying to
Exactly.
figure out how Zoom works.
I know, me too.
But I'm grateful that we have it.
Me too. And like thinking back on everything that happened with COVID, and it was challenging for me too, trying to find new ways to promote my platform and raise awareness. And I started a social media campaign called March of Dimes Mondays, where every Monday I post an informational video about the March of Dimes. So, and even the March of Dimes CEO has like reposted them. So that has, although it was hard and it was hard to come up with those things, it has helped me grow and it has helped me raise more awareness about my platform. And even with this, if again with Zoom, if it weren't for Zoom, we wouldn't be doing this interview and we wouldn't have this podcast. Exactly. So, what is your favorite thing about Rome?
Rome. Oh my goodness. Okay, so about the other day, I can't stand. Let's say I can't stand wasp,
Yeah.
and I can't stand yellow jackets, but I do like bees. And it's very important for the earth. But
Yeah.
I found out the other day that Rome is actually like this. It's called the city for bees or a city of
Oh
bees,
my word.
something like that. I have to do more research, but
Yeah.
basically, they're like it's the bee city. They
That
were
is so cool.
they joined in with someone at like advocating for bees and keeping them around, trying to make sure that they're polluting as much as they can. So I thought that was really cool. I was like, okay, this is another reason why I love Rome, but also
Yeah.
just the community. One of the events that Rome has is One Table Rome, and that's where the communities, the governor, police officers, teachers, anyone, you name it, we all gather together and we sit at the historic Rome Bridge and we just eat. We
Oh
eat
my
from
gosh.
local restaurants and then we just gather and unite. And then also just like the local businesses. I know,
Mm-hmm.
well, it's kind of exciting too. One of the Miss Georgia sponsors, Shop the Flourish,
Mm-hmm.
they are now located in Rome. So I'm excited about that.
That
But
is so
it's
awesome.
fun. It's
And
a
that's,
cute little city. It has a little bit of
yeah.
everything.
I don't think I've ever been to Rome, but I've always wanted to go because it just looks
Highly
beautiful.
suggest
And that's
it.
so funny that it's the bee city because
I know.
I see that common theme on your Instagram, and with your Be Nice program you use the theme bees a lot with be
Yes.
kind and be nice, and so I thought it was really cool.
Yeah, I was really excited when I found
So
it.
you are a very busy person with your Be Nice program. You're Miss Rome's Outstanding Teen. You're a competitive dancer. You're on your school's cheer and swim teams. So what is your best tip for time management?
Planning everything out.
Mm-hmm.
I am one that, I mean, I used to get really fancy and have a cute little planner and like organize and do all that cute stuff. And then I realized I don't have time even for that.
Yeah.
So my calendar and my phone, I always make sure I try to have everything organized, scheduled out, so that way I can be like, yeah, I can do this, I can do that.
Yeah.
So my biggest thing is having a planner and writing things down.
Yeah.
Because I'm not one of those that can just remember things off the top of my head.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Yeah, me too. I definitely have to write things down. And sometimes I've had to learn that the hard way, that I'm not someone that can just remember things.
Yes.
Because I forget things and I'm like, okay, I'm going to write this down and this is important.
Absolutely.
Yeah. And this year's been really busy for me too, which is weird because of COVID. You wouldn't think that it would be so busy, but I was in 3 plays at once. I was playing soccer. I am Miss Cherokee Rose's Outstanding Teen, and I'm on my school and church's worship team. So it was very busy, but I had to learn how to put what's most important to me first, and then really just planning out the day. Sometimes I would do like this time to this time, I'm going to practice my songs, and from this time to this time, I'm going to do schoolwork. So just stuff like
Absolutely.
that, just definitely planning. So you are a junior going into your senior year of high school. What are you most excited about for your senior year?
Well, I'm just really excited for all the different activities and things that come with like being a senior. I
Yeah.
know our schools do a lot of just events in our courtyard. I know like the other night they had a movie night. I mean, there's prom. Hopefully I'll be able to go to
Yeah.
prom this year, and homecoming, and fingers crossed for all that. And I'm
Yes.
also just excited because it's your last year of high school, and
Mm-hmm.
just to go out with a ball and do any
Yeah.
opportunity I can. And just especially with COVID, I've learned to appreciate the time I have and really
Mm-hmm.
be able to take advantages of the opportunities I'm given and live it the fullest and
Yeah.
just have an impact on something.
Exactly.
So that's definitely the thing I'm most excited for about
Mm-hmm.
senior year.
Yeah. What is your best advice? What is your best high school advice?
Just be yourself.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that when I walked in, I was so focused on, well, I wanted to be myself, but
Yeah.
just trying to fit in. And I think that's what
Mm-hmm.
everyone goes through, is they try to fit in. But when I was relaxed and I was like, you know what? If they don't like me, that's okay. They don't need
Mm-hmm.
to. We don't have to be best friends. Once I started to on that, that's actually when I found the people that I'm closest with now
Yeah.
and my true friends. So my biggest advice is just be yourself, have fun,
Mm-hmm.
live it. Because
Yeah.
I mean, I was told high school goes fast, and I was like,
Mm-hmm.
no, it's fine. No, it goes fast.
Yeah.
It's up on you.
Definitely. I totally agree with that about, just being yourself. And it might sound cliche, but it is so true. Because if you're looking around trying to be like somebody else, you're never going to be as good at being that person than they are. And no one's going to be as good at being you as you are, because God made you just how he wanted to. And he made everybody unique, and he loves you, and he wants you to show others who you are. And when you show others who you are, you're bringing glory to his name. And so that is definitely something that I've been trying to incorporate into my life. You go to many schools and you read books about kindness to help promote your Be Nice program. So what is your go-to book to read?
The Juice Box Bully. That one's great for all ages. And I mean, a lot of people can relate to that. It's all about a kid who, he was the new kid in school. He didn't know anyone, and he put on this big, like, I'm too good for everyone face, because he was scared that if he was so vulnerable to people that he wouldn't be liked. And that's just, I mean, I am actually from Florida. I moved up to Georgia my 6th grade year. So, I mean, I didn't have anyone. I didn't have any family. It was just me, my mom, and my brother. And then my dad was out doing stuff for work, because that's why we moved up here. So, I mean, I had to adapt with the fact that I'm going into middle school, which is definitely the weirdest part of life, but I'm going into middle school and I don't know anyone, and no one knows who I am. And so that story really just talks about how it's okay to be scared, but at the same time, just be nice and have fun, and people will like you a lot more if you're not squeezing juice boxes on other people's shirts. So,
yes, definitely.
It's my favorite story to read to kids, because it's also something that they find so fascinating.
That is incredible. And I love how simple books like that can just have such a powerful and strong message. So kindness, acceptance, and inclusion has been a theme for Pacers Unity Day. So what is the importance of kindness, acceptance, and inclusion, and what does that really look like?
Yeah, so being kind, I mean, like, to break it down, but being kind is someone who cares. And I mean, just walking down the hallways of your school, or just out while you're shopping. Just a wave. I mean, because 95% of the time we're masked up. So, unless you're vaccinated, but you can't see someone's pretty smile. Or a smile, or just a kind gesture can really impact someone's day. And then being inclusive is when you see someone just sitting alone at a table, including them to come sit and eat with you for lunch, or just if you're talking and you notice someone else is outside of the group, just including them. And then acceptance is not being so judgmental. I think especially because, I mean, it's very positive that we have social media, but there are also a lot of negatives with that. And so judgment is a big thing I have seen, especially on those outlets, is just people are so mean. And so that's when kindness really steps into place. So those 3 things, just not having judgment, being empathetic, and sympathetic as well. So those are a little bit about what each one of those things are. And I think that's a very great message, just with 3 simple words.
Absolutely. I totally agree. And back to the judgment thing, I think that also comes from insecurity. When you're insecure in yourself, you're looking around trying to find the flaws in everybody else, when we should be looking for the treasure in people. We should be looking for the good things and focusing on that, because we all have flaws. And so if we're looking around worried about what everybody else is doing wrong, then we're not even helping ourselves. We're not helping ourselves become better people. And so that's where I think judgment comes from.
No, absolutely. And that's what, that's why I really talk to students about having self-respect, because you can't love others until you love yourself.
Exactly.
And that's why that's where bullying comes from, is because when someone's so hurt and they're so angry because they feel worthless, they'll target others, because they think that's where they will find peace. And that's not where it is.
It's only going to break your soul more. And I love how, Jesus' biggest commands to us is to love God and then love people. And I love how he says to love God first, because if you don't love God, then you're not going to love yourself. And if you don't love God and yourself, then you're not going to love others. So what is the difference between being nice and being kind?
Being nice to someone, I think, is just kind of, I want to say, almost like the cliche thing of just oh, be nice to them. I mean, if they want those chips, give them your chips. That's but being kind is when you are genuine about it, and you want to go out and make that difference, and you want to go out and advocate for that person, and just really being yourself as well. So that's probably the main difference between them. I mean, they do have a lot of similarities. That's something that could really be debated about. But my personal opinion on that is just being nice is okay, well, they're asking me to donate, and I mean, it would be wrong for me not to donate at least $1. So I'll be nice to donate the $1. But then being kind is when you genuinely want to be like, no, I'm not going to donate the $1. I'm going to donate $5 or $10.
Exactly. Yeah, I agree with that, because it's easy to be nice, but kind is going the extra mile. It really comes from within. So I think that's a good place to wrap it up. Thank you so much for joining me. I know so many people are going to be blessed by what you said. You truly are just
just have a radiance about you that everyone is attracted to and everyone is drawn to, and you really live your message of be kind and be nice. So thank you for joining me. I hope you have a wonderful night.
This. I love this. I love listening to podcasts with everyone. I'm like,
oh my gosh, thank you. Thank you so much. Well, I will see you very soon. Thank you all for tuning in today. I hope you enjoyed everything that Rylee had to say. She just poured out so much wisdom and information today. So if you want to follow Rylee and everything that she's doing, you can follow her on Instagram at ry.ruegger, RUEGGER, and her other Instagram is Miss Rome's OT.
Thank you for listening to the Be a Light podcast. Join us every week for a new episode.